So we are here today to try to do the best in terms of rebuilding Real Madrid next season. Now, obviously, you know, excuse me, um, my creation of Xabi Alonso is absolutely atrocious. I mean, if you want to look in, like that looks atrocious. I get that. But we are not all about that. I've tried my best. It is not all about, obviously how he looks. Obviously it's an important part. But yeah, so basically, moving away from that atrocious creation for me, I have basically simulated. I haven't simulated. I played these games, but I tried my best. I couldn't quite get this season across the line. This is a live start point, of course. So I've just finished the last 4 games or so, and yeah, it wasn't great to be honest. But it is what it is. We just have to take it on the chin. And I basically thought, you know what? Let's just start the next season, right? Why not? Why not try and see what Xabi Alonso can do with obviously his own signings. There is obviously um, that confirmation that Xabi Alonso will be coming into Real Madrid. Obviously, I actually wanted to plan this, or I did this before the confirmation this career. So now that he has um, come in, and obviously this is not real life for some reason. Arsenal are in the final, but anyways, the Inter one is pretty accurate. We are just going to sim the rest of the season, and I don't think anyone really bothers. Sorry, anyone really bothers about this season and what has happened. So we'll just move on and yeah we need to obviously start the new season strong. We need to get some signings in. Actually, um, before we do that, right? Let's just see. Let's see. I want to see something. I want to see something. Um, Obviously in real life, Trent Alexander-Arnold is leaving on a free, but obviously this is FIFA slash FC. I'm just so used to calling it FIFA, man. Um, but I want to see what his situation in terms of his. So he's not a free agent in game. So we have to buy him, basically. And I have turned the scouting thing on. Like, we don't have to scout to find out his ratings. I know that is like a bit of a cheat. But look, we're just doing this for a bit of a fun, aren't we? So that's a shame. But he will definitely be a player that we will look to bring in. But I'm not sure if how much money we will have to work with now. Now that we have to spend some cash on Trent, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll see what we can work with. Obviously, it will be interesting. We will look to sell some players as well, I would believe. But let's just try and let's just wait. And we are ending the season soon. Let's just get to the end of the season and let's see what we can do. Our manager rating is weak right now, so it's not looking great. It's not looking great, guys. It's not looking fantastic. But you know, it is what it is. Obviously, having about 5 games to try to win the league title is very tough. It's very tough. Look, man, I joined with 5 games to go, so I'm not going to take any blame for that. Um, Obviously, in real life, it's similar situation. In fact, it was worse because in game, at least I brought Real Madrid 3 points off Barcelona, and currently in real life, we are 7 points behind, which is a bit mental, isn't it? So, yeah, um, let's just start the new season. Objectives that Florentino Perez has, not necessarily him alone, but the club in general. Sign at least 2 players younger than 20 years old with potential greater than the average overall rating of players currently in the same position. So that should be okay. But potential, we'll have to figure that out somehow. We could obviously use a bit of a cheat with. Is it Footwiz? Yep. Anyways, win La Liga, win the Copa del Rey, win the Champions League, sign 2 players from Europe. That should be simple, and reduce player wages by £300,000. Sorry, euros a week. That's throughout the season. So I'm not sure. That I will be focusing a lot on that. Youth tournament, look, that is just a dead part of the game unless you are doing a road to glory type career for me. So I'm not really going to be in that. Same as training. Look, I don't think training helps, and I'm too lazy to do training. So I'm just gonna keep it as it would be. And there's a lot of stuff going on here. There's a lot of scouting. I don't think I'll be interested in any Lewandowski. Like, come on now. But yeah, let's just see the squad that I have put. Not necessarily me, but just what Real Madrid have. So this was / is the current squad. Obviously, I have made some changes because there were some injuries. I played. Ceballos got an injury in the game, so he's out for another 2 months, I believe. But the rest of the players seem to be back. Carvajal's back. Militao's back. So let me just go through the team that I think Xabi Alonso will inherit and what he will look at on his first day at the job. Of course, it will be for the Club World Cup, but obviously in this game there isn't a Club World Cup, so we'll just start the season off as it is. I think Courtois is the one. I don't think it's going to be Lunin. I don't think a ball-playing goalie specialist is necessarily a big need in his system, so I am going to keep it with Courtois. Right centre back, I've got Asensio. By the way, 70 rated is a disgrace. This is one of the newer updates. I'm not sure if there's a newer one, but 70 rated is a disgrace. Hopefully next year, he comes in as at least a 77, 78 would be nice. Of course, 70 pace is a joke. He's quicker than that. But he is on that right-hand side of the back three. Rudiger, centre back, totally happy. He's what we need. We need a strong centre half, defensively brilliant, or warrior, a war at the back. That is great. And my left centre back, we could go with Alaba, we could go with Militao, we could go with Jacobo Ramon. Although I think he's very young and inexperienced, and he could be a good player to just have around. But I think it might be a position we look at. I think we do look at that left hand side. But we'll keep Alaba in there for now. On the right hand side, Lucas Vazquez has officially left because his contract situation runs out this summer. So I think this is where Trent comes in. Obviously, we've got Carvajal in there as well. He will be a very good option as well. He brings in the other side of what Trent lacks, which is obviously the defensive side of the game. But we do need, and we have been missing Carvajal. In the midfield, interestingly, we could go Tchouaméni and we could go Carvajal. Not Carvajal, sorry. Camavinga. My mind's gone. But what I think will happen is Fede Valverde and Tchouaméni. A bit of that defensive block, which would be not similar, or not the same, but similar to Granit Xhaka in what he has at Leverkusen, and Valverde as the ball carrier, as the 8, and he has great ball carrying abilities, and obviously we know he has got some crazy shooting abilities as well, which means for now we will put Carvajal on the right for now. Left back is another area. it's between Fran Garcia and Ferland Mendy, but I think we need a new left back. So I'll keep Fran Garcia in there for now because he's more suitable to that role. And then the front line, Vinicius Junior, Mbappe, and Rodrigo. I think Rodrigo will not start, and I think it will be Jude Bellingham. I think what will happen is Mbappe is the striker. Vinny Junior is not necessarily I think Bellingham is the second striker, and Vinny Junior will try to help link these two together, if you know what I mean. Um, but that means obviously on the bench, Endrick, Brahim, Arda Güler, Ceballos, Camavinga, of course Rodrigo as well. By the way, that is wow. But we need more defensive option. For now, we'll put Militao in there. I think he will be on the bench. I'm willing to take a Ceballos off the bench. I know he has been quite key this season in big games. But I don't know. And then we have got the remainder of the reserves. We've got Chema Andres, we've got Lunin, we've got Jacobo Ramon, Lorenzo Aguado, Fran Gonzalez, Mario Martin, Marvel, Alvaro Rodriguez, Oprado, who came back from loan, I believe, and Renier Jesus, who also came back from loan. So, yeah, I'm not too bothered about that. But that is ideally how we want to line up with a couple of signings in mind. So, let me just do it in a more structured manner. I think Trent will be the right mid / right wing back, the full back. Sorry. Wing back. Sorry. I'm just getting myself confused. I think personally, I've seen a lot of names mentioned. I've seen Piero Hincapié mentioned for the left centre back spot. I have seen Jonathan Tah mentioned, but I think he will be going to Bayern Munich. He was linked with Barcelona and Real Madrid as well earlier this season, but I don't think that will happen. If I'm not wrong, we have been linked with obviously Saliba. I think that will be for the future, especially we're looking at next summer when obviously Real Madrid will look to get him on the free. And Konate has been mentioned for centre back. Alvaro Fernandez of Benfica, former Manchester United left back. Milos Kerkez, currently at Bournemouth. And there's also Theo Hernandez for left back, which is a great option. But for centre back, firstly, I would like this man, 20 years old, but he has been killing it. That is Dean Howson. No matter how you want to say his name. So, I have no idea what the budget is, but I will just add these players into the shortlist. And then for left back, look, we have three choices here. We have got Alvaro Fernandez, like I said, Milos Kerkez, and Theo Hernandez. I think Hernandez will be super OP, and I'm just not sure if we will go back to Milan and bring him in. So potentially Milos Kerkez could be the smart option here, but that would mean two players from Bournemouth. We could also look at Alvaro Fernandez. I believe Manchester United have that buyback option, and he does have a release clause as well, which is very interesting. So basically, if anyone chooses to trigger his release clause, they can choose to have the buyback option. But I have no idea why they are not doing that regardless. Because I believe they can sell him on and make a big profit. Anyways, as we seem a couple of days into the new season, we've got 120 mil, which isn't great, is it? So, we don't have much to work with. We have about 120 million, which isn't a lot. Am I going to loan Endrick, nope. I think he deserves to stay and fight for game time. Um, but I have gone to the transfer list. I think I'm happy with these three goalies. I think we should renew Thibaut. He's on 220. Do you think I could get away with 200k? So let's say 200 to 220. So he wants 250 at least. Okay. Okay. So we will go back for that. I think we'll keep these three as the keepers. Fran Garcia is the only left back because for some reason Mendy was down to his last year, and I actually forgot about that. Obrado, I have transfer listed. Jacobo, I will keep. Asensio, keep. Alaba, I have transfer listed. Rudiger, keep. Militao, keep. In fact, Rudiger as well. I need to get this right. So Rudiger is on 310. So I'm thinking 300 to 320. So he won 360. So obviously they are very strict on this. So never mind. Let's not do that again. And then Militao, keep. Marvel, I think I have transfer listed him as well. Lorenzo Aguado, he's a youngster. Surely he can't run too much, right? I'm gonna try it one more time, and if it doesn't work out, then I will just forget about that objective overall. He takes 50k. Release clause 2 years, doesn't matter to me. Carvajal, definite keep. We will need to negotiate a new deal for him as well. Chouameni, keep. Chema Andres, keep. Ceballos is injured for the next 2 weeks, but I think keep. How much is he worth? He's worth 17 and a half, so we could get some good money for him. Fede Valverde, keep. Camavinga, keep. Mario Martin, I have transfer listed. Brahim, Bellingham, keep. Renier Jesus, transfer listed. Alvaro Rodriguez, loan listed. Endrick, keep. Mbappe, Vini, obviously keep. But Rodrigo, this could be a player that I entertain. Because I think for realism, Real Madrid could sell him. So, for realism, I'm gonna list him up. And if we get a good offer, we'll see. But first up, I think the number one signing that Real Madrid have confirmed pretty much is Trent. It is. So let's just go in. I'm not sure. I don't think they still have the stupid music where you get copyrighted. Hopefully not. Come on, Anna. We're giving you 80 mil. Wow, you're greedy. You want Chouameni? Nah. You can have 85. 122 mil. Are you out of your mind, mate? Right. Come on now, Anna. You know you want to get this deal done with. You're getting nothing in real life, by the way. I'm giving you 90 mil. Like, this guy is just absolutely crazy. He has rejected 90 million for a player he's getting 0 for in real life. Okay, now I get why Liverpool fans are absolutely fuming at Trent. But anyways, let's just skip a week. There have been some offers though, so let's just go through that. Let's see what there is. Anything interesting here? 5 offers. A message from Mario Martin. Looking at options, mate. Wouldn't mind him staying, but he just doesn't really have a big part to play. Obrado, yeah. Alvaro Rodriguez. Nah, Atletico. Good joke. And Brahim Diaz, I would actually like to keep him. So I think he can bring some very good squad depth in that position. We've got about 2 days to go. More offers coming in actually, funnily enough. So Arda Güler, nope, you're not getting him. He's not your Anthony replacement. Alvaro Rodriguez, no idea what's going on there. Renier Jesus, for 3.8 mil, it would be a very decent deal actually. I would actually take that. If that actually came in real life, I think he would do quite well at Valencia. So that is pretty good. And then what is this? Rodrigo. Right, this is a joke. Everton have offered us 82 million plus James Tarkowski. Do you actually believe that Real Madrid would seriously sit there and evaluate this deal and think we would like James Tarkowski, Everton? Come on, guys, come on. I have no interest in James Tarkowski. For some reason, Everton have come in. Realistically, we're probably looking at 120 million. So I would take 120 million. Stop offering me players. I have no interest in them. Okay, I don't know where you're getting 89 million from anyways. I'll give you the Man City special. 115 special offer deal. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. David Moyes, please leave my office. And then Monza, sure mate. Sure will do on that. And I believe that is enough time, hopefully. Okay. They are not happy with 90 mil. That is a lot of money offered to them, but they are not happy. So we will start off with 95 million. We're just not paying 119, man. Like, come on. 100 mil for Trent is good. Thanks, Anna. You have finally woken up to the senses. 100 million pounds, euros. I keep saying pounds. 100 million euros for a player that Real Madrid are gonna get for free. I can't do much about it because it's the game, of course. So we just have to accept it. 5-year contract, no release clause. Nope. Happy with that. Salary wise, 180k. Let's offer him $500,000. 780, sure. Right, so that is Trent Alexander-Arnold in. Fist bumming with Mbappe there. Vinny coming in as well. Yeah, let's just skip this part, shall we? It's quite boring. 100 mil is a good deal for Liverpool. I'm not sure he can even wear number 66, to be honest. Right, so it's 1 to 25. So Trent has to wear a new number that is between, that isn't 66, which is what we know is obviously his number, his tradition, but he can't have that. So what can he have? You know, a 12 would bang. I can't see him wearing any of, obviously not 10, 12, 17, 18 maybe. Doesn't he wear that for England? Does he wear 18 for England? Trent England number It's 18. You know what? Let's give him the number 18, which he does wear for England. Um, actually. So now we are broke, which is crazy, but it's EA, it's the game. So unfortunately, we have to wait for some big offers like this. Um, the Saudi League. Okay, stop offering me players, guys. I am not interested in some 73 rated midfielder. Alright, Al Hilal, we know you have got the cash to splash. So how about 120 mil and we just get this over the line? Right, George Jesus, that is why you were sacked. I'm just joking, by the way. So obviously, I don't think we can be realistic, and I don't think we can get 120, even 150 mil. I would say is what is realistic for Rodrigo, to be honest. But it seems that we can't quite get that out of this game. So yeah, let's just um, keep going. We want to get the business done in the first episode. Oprado, to our cuts here. Isn't that where Nacho went, or was it Hosselu? One of the two, I believe. But anyways, let's see what else is there. Renier, nope. Oprado, no. So it's gonna be a pain to try and get rid of these players. Except for Rodrigo. Why isn't there an Alaba offer? I don't know, right? But that is Alvaro Rodriguez leaving for Monza for a season-long loan. So he will come back next season. Hopefully by then he would be decently rated, although I don't think it will be good enough. Or Prado, go and play with Messi, man. Go and play with Messi, alright? Messi, Suarez, Alba. You'll be competing with Jordi Alba there for the left back position. But yeah, the big ones is still Alaba. Renier, you can play with Ronaldo then. You can play with Ronaldo, Sadio Mane, Brozovic, them lot, man. Join them. So hopefully Oprado joins Messi, Renier, Jesus joins Ronaldo, right? Pre-season cup. We always go to America, don't we? So let's just choose that. I will simulate these games. By the way, I will not be playing these games because it's a waste of time. I want to get transfers done. Rodrigo, Borussia Dortmund. Would they be a realistic team? They've offered 37 million plus Bino Gittens. Look, Bino Gittens is an exciting player, but no. And add that up, he's only about 70 mil. No. Right? Absolutely not. I would take 100 mil at this moment of time. No, I don't want Sabitzer. I want 100 mil. Mates, stop giving me players. Stop giving me players. I don't want players. I want 100 million. Alright, Marvel. His move broke down. So that's great. Mario Martin from Espanyol. 3.8 mil. You know what? Thank you, Mario, for your services. But I think our team is stacked, especially in a formation that uses basically two midfielders. Oh, Juventus. Now, am I going to blow it by asking for more? Am I going to blow it? Am I going to blow this deal? I'm happy with 115. I'm not going to go in and ask for 5 million more and they storm out and things like that. We will just accept that. So Rodrigo is on his way out, which means we can fund for other players. Okay, Rudiger. No. This is just no. Rudiger, absolutely not. I mean, Theo Monday is a very exciting player that I will take for the future. But as of now, no. Um, no. So yeah, we want Rudiger to be the main spine of the center defense. The defense. Dani Ceballos is back from injury. That is good news. We just want to get our business done, right? We just want to get our business done. We want this thing to end. Mario Martin, you can choose between Espanyol and Genk. That's down to you. I think that is it. And someone's leaving. Could be Rodrigo. I think it is. I think it's Rodrigo who's leaving. And I'm pretty sure that is. Yep, Rodrigo, thank you for your service. Thank you for bringing us some absolutely brilliant moments, such as that Champions League semi-finals against Man City. You have had some very, very big moments for the club, and you will always be remembered for your services. But it does look very likely that he could be leaving in real life. I don't think he will go to Juventus. Arsenal have been reported. Manchester City have always been rumored to be interested as well. So yeah, that does mean that we can go and complete some signings. First up, Dean Hilson. I think he is an exciting centre back, a young Spanish centre half. I'm not gonna go about too crazy, but I'm gonna go 35 mil. I think they should accept that. They want Alaba, but I don't think that's worth. I don't think I would want to pay that. But although Alaba could be a good swap option, but I'll give them 37, right? 44.6. Let's meet halfway. 40 mil. I think if you can get Dean Hilson for 40 mil in real life, 42.3. You know what? Let's just take that. Let's not let Andoni Iraola storm out. I think if you could sign Hilson for 40 mil in real life, I think that would be a bargain. I think so. I think he is a very good player. He's an investment for the future, really, isn't he? So obviously, 5-year contract. He doesn't want to stay for 5. Okay, 4 then. So he will stick 4. Release clause. Actually, you know what? Players in Spain must have a release clause, don't they? I forgot about that when signing Trent. My bad. Apologies. You know what? Oh, 85.5. I don't want release clauses, but if we were to have it, sure. Let's give him 75k a week, 650. I would take that. Okay, so Dean Howson has signed for Real Madrid. I will skip this part because it's the same for every single player, and there's something interesting about that. I don't think we are bothered enough. But that is a C rating. Hey, game, it's your own doing. And then we have got Milos Kerkez. 66 mil? Nope. Let's try and go in slightly cheaper if we can. He's worth 45 basically. So let's give them about 50 mil. Alright, Militao. Enough now. 52 mil. 55. Okay, we're getting somewhere. 53. Come on. Take 53. I'm sure you can. 55. Right. 700k and they are bothered about that. Fair enough. Okay, they have taken about 90 million worth of money from Real Madrid. So, we have brought in a bit of Milos Kerkez. Tell me this is not copyrighted, this part. Oh, damn. Right, Milos Kerkez. 114 mil, you know what? Let's just take that. And then let's give him 80 mil and 600,000. Is he gonna be happy with that? He wants 89 with 940k. Let's give him 90k because we are feeling generous. And 950. Come on. 110k. Wow. All right. For the sake of the video, we will accept that. That is chunks of money. Right. 55.7 mil. It's a B rating. Okay. You can't tell me I could have done it for 47 mil when I couldn't. Right? Come on, game. Come on, EA. You know better than that. But basically, let's just go and change the squad numbers. So Kirkesh, 23. Let's give him 12. Let's give him 12. And then Dean Hilson. I'm tempted by, if it's a thing, or Carva is it? Alright, 17 it is. 17, he will take over Lucas Vazquez's number. And then basically Alaba will be gone. We'll put Dean Hilson in there. Fran Garcia will be gone. And we will put Milos Kerkez in there. And you know what? Let's put Fran Garcia on the bench. No, wait. No, wait. Carvajal should be on the bench, shouldn't he? But no, we've got Lunin in there. We've got Lunin in there. So let's do this. Alright, let's do this. Do we need Fran Garcia on the bench or do we want Ceballos? So Carvajal obviously will be on the bench. Militao will be the backup. I think for now we go with this. I think this is what we go with. Now I'm not bothered about the ratings, by the way. I am bothered about the realism of the signings and what the setup will be. So you could look at a 70 rated Asensio and go, oh, but just sign Van Dijk or Saliba. It's not going to happen this summer. We're not going to sign Saliba. We're never going to get Van Dijk. So we are going to keep Asensio and he will be the centre back on the right hand side under Xabi Alonso. We could get Dean Helson. We could get Milos Kerkez. We could get Trent Alexander-Arnold. We could. But everything else, I'm fine with. So this is the team I think I will rock with. I don't think we need any other signings. I think offensively, it's okay. I think it's good options on the bench. In the midfield, we've got Camavinga, we've got Ceballos on the reserves. We've got Chema Andres. I don't mind giving him some time when it comes to coming on and making a bit of an impact. Mario Martin, I think, will leave to either Genk or Espanyol. The defense is pretty much as good as it can get when it comes to realism. I'm not looking at ratings, like I said. So Dean Helson, left centre back, Rudiger, Asensio. I think Militao should be on the bench, to be honest. I don't see him deserving of the starting spot, considering his injuries. Hopefully we can sell Alaba to generate some funds, clear some hefty wages. And that is about it. Jacobo Ramon, Lorenzo Aguado, they can be reserve options as well. So that should be about that. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace.